Hey, yeah, how you doing? Another video, little tutorial, I guess, of my site. Uh, and this is this is basically showing you how you all the registration that you have to do for Maryland in order to in order to rent out a property. Okay, so again, you go to www.mdleadpaint.com. Gotta tell you guys, it's like a one-stop shop for wherever you need to go. Okay, so you go to registrations again if you watched any of my previous videos. Okay, so you um, scroll down to registrations. Okay, so right here you have the registration forms for the rental registration for the lead paint program. So you click on this, and it directly sends it straight to your laptop or your phone, and then you just download it and you print it out. Okay, so this basically is going to ask you for a tracking number. The tracking number is basically a number that you pay for in order for your property to be tracked. So if you don't have a tracking number, that's what you're probably filling out for right now. So basically, you go through this whole sheet. You fill out all the answers to whatever they're asking you. If you're a resident agent, then you fill this out. If you're a property manager, then you fill it out. Excuse me. Um, and it's a whole bunch of information that you have to basically go through to find out what you're doing. Registering. So after that, this is basically the part of the sheet where it tells you telling them what property is being registered. You add the property right here, and then after that, you basically tell them what type of property it is. If it's a unit, one, two, when the structure was built. If you don't know, you go to my first my one video that says how to find out if when your property if your property needs to be registered is in my videos, is in the playlist. If it needs to be registered, it'll show you how to find out when your property was built. Okay, so now, so the occupancy, the date of the most recent change of occupancy. So basically, it's self-explanatory. You fill out all of these to find out to find out or do what you need to do to get your property registered. If you haven't had your property registered before and you're just starting out, you get your registration number and then you get a full risk reduction. If you had any kind of problems with your property, maybe a notice of defect or a property, or a tenant in your home has been poisoned or came up with a high lead level, and you just want to make sure everything is good. You fill out for a modified risk reduction. Modified risk reduction is the next step after the full risk reduction. It's more stringent. It's more tests. It's more. Uh, is more. It's like the next step. So you say it's more expensive than the full risk. Okay, so the lead free inspection is basically for you to certify that your house is lead free. That means your house doesn't have any lead in it. They come in there with an XRF gun and they basically shoot everything and tell you if it's lead free or not. I'll have a video on that later. But basically, this is where you put in any kind of property that you're registering. Now, each one of these that you put out, one, two, three, all will need. You basically have to pay $30 for each one. So if you have 50 properties, you have to pay $30 for every 50, every one of those properties every year. So basically, this is where you fill out this sheet, and um, if you can read English, it should be self-explanatory. Okay, so out of there, you go back to the Maryland Lead Paint program. So that's the first registration that you need. You need this registration to register for the lead paint program. Okay, so in addition to that, um, if you wanted to add properties to your existing running tracking number, you hit here. Uh, and this is adding them to your existing registration. Okay, so right here, you basically fill out your name and everything. You can see that this one can be filled out online, um, and I think I got that backwards. Okay, so you have to complete one of these for each dwelling. Make copies if needed. You know, but okay. So basically, after that, you just adding existing tracking numbers. It might be vice versa. I think it is. They might have vice versa because it looks like the other one was for more properties and this one is for the original. But basically, you go there and that's the forms that you need for any kind of things you need. Okay, so the lab paint program is regulated by the health department. So if you want to know if you had any previous problems, you can call them and ask them. They should know. Okay, so you scroll down, and the second registration you're going to need is the Baltimore housing registration. Okay, so you click on here and you get to the Baltimore housing registration, which is regulated by the Baltimore code enforcement. You basically click here on the Baltimore housing forms, and it'll direct you to the Baltimore housing site. Okay, so if you look right here, that says right here, download property registration forms here, and you click on there, and it should download them to your computer. Then you just go ahead and download them, and fill out all the information. You see, you can fill it out online. They have multiple registration forms right there. So I'm thinking that other one was backwards. And also it has the registration, just like the lab paint poisoning program down here, if you wanted to go and register right away with them. So, you have both of them right there. Okay, so after that, you have the non-owner occupied forms. Now, this is another form that you have to register that you might not know about, and it's basically for you to tell them that you don't live at this property, and it's for rent. And you basically fill out all the information, the address, and what have you, and after that, you fill out all this information with the money, and you go ahead and give it to them. Uh, so basically, you see that's the address right there. So you just basically put that in your GPS, and then you go down there, and you have what you need in order to register and be safe in Maryland. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Okay, no, but also, I almost forgot about this. You have down the bottom of this website, you have all the links to all the other counties' websites. I'm not too familiar with all of them, but if you go to it, you see this goes to Anne Arundel County website. So it has like mostly all the major counties website on this, where you has a direct click straight to them. So you can kind of find out the information you need. If you just go to their .gov, and they should have some kind of information or a phone number that you can contact to get in touch with whoever you need to get in touch with to register in these counties. All these counties do not have the same process. Some of them have different exterior waiver processes. Like for Maryland, with an exterior waiver, what you have to do is you have to basically, you don't have to really have any kind of signed documentation for the exterior waiver. The lab paint inspectors are able to give that to you without any kind of documentation or anything. They have to get signed or from the state. So when you're registering anywhere else, you want to check there and see. Exterior waiver, if you don't know, is basically saying that during the times of November to the months of November to April, that you basically don't have to do anything on the exterior because the paint won't dry, or the whatever kind of thing you're trying to do to the exterior concrete or paint won't dry. All right, so thank you. I appreciate you listening to me and find out this information. So please just stay in touch and maybe subscribe to me, or go to our website and visit our frequent asked questions. All right, thank you.